Hello movie fans, as we know this year is a nightmare for film industry, cinemas closed, movie shooting delayed, releases postponed but 2020 has delivered some surprise box office hits like Sony's Bad Boys for Life and Paramount's Sonic the Hedgehog, but there have also been some grisly flops. Today we gonna talk about top 5 biggest flops of 2020.
Harrison Ford does quietly powerful work as author Jack London's hero, but his computer-generated co-star looks weird. All the main dogs and wolves in The Call of the Wild are of the CGI variety, and they're so expressive we keep expecting them to start talking, although they're computer-generated counterparts in The Lion King and Dolittle. This is an insurmountable problem, seeing as how the story is set in a realistic late 19th century world, and yet the animals, in particular the lead dog, are so over-the-top expressive, the technology actually undercuts the emotional impact of the story. Kristen Stewart and Vincent Cassel simply recreate sequences from other, mostly better movies, but under the vague umbrella of underwater aliens attacking and killing humans one by one. The Abyss meets Aliens with a bit of the Poseidon adventure. A lot of Pacific Rim, and a dash of the Meg, in this subaquatic sci-fi that offers nothing more than the sum of its reference. Deploying a terrible Welsh accent and surrounded by CGI-mouthed animals, the eccentric Victorian gent comes to the aid of the sickly queen. It really is horribly inert, and every time Downey opens his mouth to say something unintelligible, the film dies a bit more. Robert Downey Jr. has had a crack at being Welsh, or has suffered a minor stroke in Dolittle, a new version of Hugh Lofting's novels about the eccentric Victorian gent who The Turning doesn't make you feel like you've watched a failed adaptation of a horror-lit landmark. It just leaves you feeling totally screwed. The story had held us, round the fire, sufficiently breathless, so begins Henry James' The Turn of the Screw, an 1898 novella that's the closest thing to a template for every haunted house story to thrill and chill you. If you've seen the 1961 classic The Innocents, or really any movie featuring spooky mansions where things that go bump in the night in your psyche, then you know the bait. The rhythm section, whose title refers to the equilibrium our soul should maintain in order to carry out an execution, or something like that, should have been a fun and raucous affair. It's got the Bond franchise producers, Barbara Broccoli, Michael G. Wilson, an exciting new director who helmed a few episodes of The Handmaid's Tale, Reed Morano, and a comely lead in Blake Lively, who's demonstrated an ability to disappear into problematic characters, a simple favor. Mix in some exotic locations and a potentially interesting narrative about international terrorism and British intelligence, and you just might think to yourself, finally, a female Bond. Nope, afraid not. The rhythm section features a whirlpool of talent, but it whirls into a void.